Hello! You may have a lot of questions about biology. I know, I have been there too. But let's focus on the biosphere. The biosphere consists of all life on Earth, which means that everything that is in our planet, including the atmosphere, makes up the biosphere. In the biosphere is where the ecology plays a huge role. Ecology is the one in charge in studying all interactions between organisms. Ecology states that there are levels of organization, which are individual organisms. When you have a big number of individual organisms of the same species, it's called a population. Different species of population is what we call a community, and a community makes an ecosystem. A group of ecosystems is called a biome, and everything together is the biosphere. Now, let's move to biotic and abiotic factors. A biotic factor is any living part of the environment with which an organism may interact, such as animals, plants, mushrooms, and even bacteria. On the other side, an abiotic factor is any non-living part of the environment, such as sunlight, heat, precipitation, humidity, wind, water currents, soil type, etc. The difference between abiotic and biotic factor is not always clear. Abiotic factors can be influenced by the activities of organisms and vice versa, so don't get frustrated if you don't get it on the first try. Now, let's talk about ecological methods. Regardless of their tools, modern ecologists use three methods in their work: observation, experimentation, and modeling. When you observe your surroundings, you will have a lot of questions. Let's try to the first step of designing our experiment of models. Experiment can be used to test hypotheses. In this step, you will see if your hypothesis was either correct or incorrect. Many ecological events occur over such long periods of time, or even such large distances, that they are difficult to study directly. Ecologists make models to help them understand these phenomena. Now, let's talk about energy producers and consumers. In ecology, there are producers and consumers. Primary producers are the first producers of energy, rich compounds that are later used by the other organisms. Organisms need energy for growth, reproduction, and metabolic processes. None of these organisms can create their own energy. Plants, algae, and certain bacteria can capture energy from sunlight. These organisms are called autotrophs. Autotrophs are also called primary producers. Let's move on with consumers. Organisms that must acquire energy from other organisms by ingesting in some way are called heterotrophs. Consumers are arranged in carnivores. They kill and eat other animals. Since hunting takes a lot of energy, carnivores only eat meat to obtain a lot of energy. Scavengers are animals that consume the carcasses of other animals that have been killed or died. They compose their feed by chemical breaking down organic matter. Herbivores obtain energy and nutrients by eating plants, leaves, roots, seeds, or fruits. Omnivores are animals whose diets naturally include a variety of different foods that usually include both plants and animals. The tridivores feed on detritus particles, often chewing and grinding them into smaller pieces. In addition, organisms in nature often do not stay in the categories where we place them. Energy flow in ecosystems. What happens to energy stored in body tissues when an organism eats another? Energy moves from the eaten to the eater. Where it goes from there depends on who eats whom. This is explained in a food chain. A food chain is a series of steps in which organisms transfer energy by eating and being eaten. In most ecosystems, feeding relationships are much more complicated than the relationships described in a single, simple chain, because many animals eat more than the one kind of food. Ecologists call this network of feeding interactions a food web. When disturbances to food webs happen, their effects can be dramatic. For example, of all the animals in this food web depend directly or indirectly on shrimp-like animals called krill. Now let's talk about trophic levels. Each step in a food chain or food web is called a trophic level. Primary producers will always make up the first trophic levels, then the primary consumers, and the next level are the secondary consumers, and then the tertiary consumers. Well, now let's talk about pyramids of energy. Pyramids of energy show the relative amount of energy available at each trophic level. Only 10% pass through each level. Pyramid of biomass and number. The total amount of living tissue within a given trophic level is called biomass. The amount of biomass a given trophic level can support is determined, in part, by the amount of energy available. A pyramid of numbers shows the relative numbers of individual organisms at each trophic level in an ecosystem. In most ecosystems, the shape of the pyramid of numbers is similar to the shape of the pyramid of biomass. For the same ecosystem, with the number of individuals on each level decreasing from the level below it.